Hi, I'm Sai Bomma. This is my midterm assessment. I have chosen the dataset of novel coronavirus 2019. The dataset is a time series dataset. It contains data of count of confirmed cases, death cases, recurred cases, and each and every country across the globe. I have performed various analysis on the dataset like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, match, pivot table, pivot chart, and histogram. In next few minutes, we're gonna discuss about the introduction, data set, data cleaning, data analysis, and my findings from the this data set. First, introduction. Data set. All we know that the coronavirus is the first case reported in Wuhan in China, and this on pandemic spread across the globe. It takes into consideration. I'm a bit curious to know what might the country with highest cases and highest number has the 7 columns, which includes serial number and the number of affected cases, death case, and details of each and every state, and the date from which the is available from 22nd Jan 2020. The dataset. The dataset has been chosen from the Kaggle, which is an open source platform created by John Hopkins University, and this data is put into the Google Sheet. From their data is extracted. This is a wide range of data which has along 1,72,480 rows with 7 columns in it. Next, the data dictionary. This is the data dictionary which has the serial number, has a serial number, and the observed data has the date of observation in months, data, and years. Provision data is like provision state from where the data is noticed. Country entry is country of the state from the data is noted. Last update is the time where the row of the given country is updated. Confirm tells us the total number of cases up to the date in provision show state. Death is the total number of death cases confirmed to the death, and the recovered has the total number of recovered cases. Recovered cases. Date. Data cleaning. I have performed data cleaning where the missing values are replaced as unknown values. And the columns of the last update is in format of date plus time. So for my analysis purpose, I don't need the step of format, so I change it into time. The next one, the data analysis. Data analysis is nothing but the data by performing few steps like data cleaning, data transformation in order to achieve the goals which I have performed in different kind of operation like minimum function, maximum function, and count and range. And also by using pivot table and pivot chart like histogram, I have summed the data and the time function usually to find the months has been got highest confirmed cases and the recovered cases. The arithmetic operation. Now the arithmetic operations are like minimum, maximum functions were useful to find out the number of confirmed cases and number of recovered cases. And by the time the arithmetic functions like sum and the difference helps us to find the number of confirmed cases, as you can see on the picture. Next, the next the VLOOKUP function. The VLOOKUP function where the country's name is given, it helps us to find consider confirmed cases and the recovered cases of the country. As you can see in the figure, the country name Abuzo has which has the number of confirmed cases 0 and recovered cases 0. For the next one, HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP is a horizontal in order to perform the function. The first dataset has been exposed into horizontal view. Later on, a country has a name and state has been given the count of the recovered cases from a specific set. Match function. In order to know which row of the data is in, we use the match function so that we can so when a state name or country is given, it displays the row number and which the specific data is located. For example, in the country name is given as Wisconsin, it is already has a row number of ACID. So the next, pivot table and pivot chart. Pivot table and pivot chart. These are one of the Excel which has helps to summarize the data. They can be done by going into inserting tab and where we insert the pivot table into pivot chart. And there is the visible representation of pivot table and pivot chart. These two provide some of the features like counting maximum and minimum of the required data set. So for the first pivot table, it plotted between the country and the count of the confirmed cases. From these, I got to know that where the highest confirmed cases till date, and from the pivot chart, x-axis is the date of the country, where the y-axis is the count of the confirmed cases. In next, in next, in very next pivot table, I have counted that the count of the record cases that too have just filtered up only the northeast state in the US. My findings from this is Illinois has the highest record count from the northeast state. For the next pivot table is a bar chart. From the bar chart, I just found out that the months where we have the highest number of death rate has been taken from the death of each and every month. This is from the December. So having the highest number of death, which is taken from the observed date. Next one is a combo chart. Combo chart is a combination of two of the two of the variables or columns. One of the max one of these is the maximum confirmation of cases and the other is the maximum record cases. Taken in both cases in the month of December. So we can max the number of confirmed cases and record cases. Subtotal. Subtotal is a function which helps us to give the grand total of the every country. Helps us to find the grand total amount of list in a row. Where you can see in the figure array function. Array function helps us to summarize the data and helps us to find the count of the people recovered. Next one is remove duplicates. Remove duplicates is very important to know whether ever we perform an analysis where the dataset has duplicates or not. So we can search has been performed. There's no duplicates in the dataset. Like I said. Next, date time function. The date time function helps us to find out the months in which were the highest number of confirmed cases and the day in which the specific country has got first COVID case. And at the same time, it helps us to find the highest number of death cases where the highest number of confirmed cases and recurrent cases too. Descriptive static. This helps us to find the entire result in a single search, which helps us. Description helps us to find out the clear-cut statistics on conforming cases like mean, standard error, median, mode, standard deviation, like range and maximum minimum, and some of the count for the confirmed cases. Next, the Rapid Miner. Rapid Miner is a software platform for data science. I have performed analysis taken into consideration of dataset, which the first I have imported the data removed from the missing values from the attribute name Facebook online and gaming online. For the next step, I have replaced the missing values in social media with value NA. And the Twitter has unwanted data where it should have very specific value, but where it has the numeric value 98. So I removed it using by filter in process view. Later on, later on is the process diagram of the rapid miner. The conclusion. My findings from dataset where I got to know that the month which has a maximum number of confirmed cases and the state which has the highest recovered cases and the data in which the first COVID case are recorded in specific country or the state. From this all analysis, I can get a grand total of each and every state of the confirmed cases. Thank you.